The Rhone Valley is where the first appellation came into being. So Châteauneuf-du-Pape, a classic appellation in the Rhone Valley, were the guys who first came together after phylloxera hit France and destroyed all the wine. And due to phylloxera, a lot of the wine production got diluted in terms of quality, and a lot of wine was imported from other places and bottled as French wine, and it was terrible news. So, guys, a bunch of wine owners and producers came together in Châteauneuf-du-Pape and said we need to do something about this, and they created the first AOC, the first appellation, which means the first rules and standards were set, and the rest of France followed suit and said this works and this is what we should be doing, and then the rest of Europe followed as well. The Rhone Valley is divided into two parts, the north and the south, and the north has more of continental climate due to its hilly regions, and also because they have a wind known as the minstrel winds, which are cold and dry winds, which basically shape up the features of the wine that are produced over there, or the grape. And the southern Rhone has more of a Mediterranean climate and has hot summers, so to say. The soil consists of rocks which are called galets, which keep the wines cool at night or in the day as well, perhaps as they absorb some of the cool winds which pass through the vines at night. Northern Rhone predominantly has single grape wines, whereas Southern Rhone has about 23 Grenache based blends. Châteauneuf-du-Pape is a classic example of such a blend. It has what people usually call a GSM blend, which is Grenache, Syrah and Mourvedre plus 10 more grapes. So definitely try that out. We had the pleasure of trying that out in class today, so that was pretty cool. The Northern Rhone has grapes varieties in red, Syrah, and in white, Viognier, which can be confused with Gewürztraminer due to its oily, floral and turpentine texture. But to me, it tasted a lot like Shrikhand, if any Indians are watching this, which is a pistachio-based milk dessert, pistachio and cardamom-based milk dessert. And it just shouted out Shrikhand to me, and I got a little hungry too. And I got a little emotional because I missed home. So if you ever see a bottle called Hermitage Blanc, that's usually a blend of Roussanne and Marsanne. Southern Rhone, on the other hand, has mostly Grenache-based blends. So Grenache is the base wine, and then you'd have 10 or 15% of other grape varieties, which are in the bottle. Rhone Valley also has a Crémant, which is a sparkling wine. So it's called Crémant d'Édaille. It uses the traditional method of making sparkling wine, which is the secondary fermentation takes place in the bottle like champagne, but it can't be called champagne as you know it's not made in Champagne, bottled in Champagne, or the grapes aren't produced in Champagne. So the grape used is claret, and it is generally a brew version of sparkling wine, so it is not sweet, it's dry. I'll do some tastings. So we're going to taste a red wine from Northern Rhone. Crozes Hermitage. It is a Syrah-based wine with up to 15% of Marsanne and Roussanne, which are white wines. The white wine addition helps stabilize the color, the tannins, soften the tannins, and all in all makes a delicious wine. And you get red, black, and dried blueberry fruit notes, blackcurrant, cherry, raspberry, peach. You get the black pepper corn notes, which are very predominant in Syrah, and forest floor, and not too much oak. Definitely a classic Northern Rhone wine. A sweet wine from Southern Rhone called Domaine de Durban, Muscat des Bons de Veny. It's a muscat grape, and it is fortified during fermentation with a process called mutage, in which you add neutral spirit to the wine, to the must, in order to kill the yeast, so that the fermentation process stops and some of the sugar is still left in the wine. This is also called as Vin doux naturel, and it's a beautiful sweet wine. beautiful dessert wine which would go really well with some kind of cake or like a cottage cheese dessert or something like sponge cake, like a sponge cake with some cream on it and strawberry cream. I think this will go deliciously well with that. And last but not the least is Bandol, which is a part of Southern Rhone as well. It's the only appellation that focuses on Mourvedre based wines or Mourvedre blends. It is hazier compared to the Syrah based blend which I spoke about earlier. You can definitely feel that the wine is made in a warmer climate and it has more tannins in it, a high amount of alcohol. And if you talk about Southern Rhone, it's somewhat understood the alcohol levels are going to be higher, and that's why people love drinking it, because everyone likes to get drunk. These are the three wines which I found notable out of 8 of the wines we tasted today. And do check out some facts further about this, and if you have any comments or things I should have spoken about better, let me know, and I will certainly take a glass of wine and not give a shit about it. Thank you.